Different types of measuring scales.
Scaling in social sciences refers to the process of measuring. Scaling techniques are deployed in the service of estimating different individual levels of extroversion or level of satisfaction.
Comparative and non-comparative methods of scaling are the most common manifestation in the social sciences.
With comparative scaling, items are directly compared with each other.
For instance, do you prefer beverage A or beverage B?
In this case, both beverages will be leading brands in the industry, and the obtained feedback will allow market researchers to develop meaningful insight into the nature of market preferences. In non-comparative scaling, each item will be subject to scaling independently of others.
Questions formed under this will be more subjective in nature.
For instance, it will ask an individual to state the exact reason for preferring one beverage over another.
Functions of measurement.
Lee J. Krenborg, 1949, classified all applications of mental measurement under the following three main functions.
Functions of measurement: prognosis function, diagnosis function, research function. Prognosis function.
The first function of measurement is the prognosis function.
Tests reveal differences among people's performance at this movement.
All decisions involve prediction when psychological test is mentioned, for example, the IQ test that is given to students in school to predict their academic performance.
The measurement provides the extent of a variable which has the specific purpose of predicting future behavior.
The prognosis function has an administrative function such as classification, selection, promotion and gradation of students.
The college students ask counselors to help them choose the best curriculum or job.
Thus, guidance and counseling services are also based upon the prognosis function of measurement. For instance, the effectiveness of method, instruction and treatment evaluated on the basis of student achievement.
Diagnosis function.
The second major function of measurement is diagnosis.
The prognosis function reveals the level of student with regard to certain characteristics, whereas the diagnosis function identifies the weakness of the student learning.
The remedial instruction can be prepared on the basis of diagnosis.
It also implies that prediction, but there is considerable justification in listing diagnosis as a separate function of measurement.
The diagnostic function establishes the cause-effect relationship, but prediction implies a simple relationship.
The instructional procedure can be improved by this function of psychological measurement.
Research function.
The third major function of measurement is verification of scientific hypotheses of research.
The use of measurement for research purposes, however, is not much when compared to prediction and diagnosis.
This is because a measurement is usually considered a completely valid measure of certain human characteristics. An investigator must treat test scores in this experiment as an accurate quantification of real and useful variable.
Measurement provides a more objective and dependable basis for comparison than rough impressions.
Thus, the valid generalizations are made on the basis of accurate measurement.
Methods of measurement.
For both physical and mental measurement, some tools and methods are necessary.
The variation of method may be due to the nature of variable and purpose of measurement.
The methods of measurement are:
tests. A test consists of a set of questions to be answered or tasks to be performed. tests are used to assess the ability or trait in question.
Psychological and educational tests are standardized procedure to measure quantitatively or qualitatively one or more than one aspect or trait by means of a sample of verbal or nonverbal behaviors.
Items of a test are placed in increasing order of difficulty, and its procedure of administration is standardized to ensure maximum objectivity.
The psychological tests are used to know the ability of the students, to diagnose the weakness, to predict the future progress, and to provide educational and vocational guidance.
The different types of tests are achievement tests, intelligence tests, attitude tests, aptitude tests, personality tests, creativity tests, etc.
Inventories.
Different inventories are used for different traits. Interest inventories are used to measure interest. Personality inventories are used to measure certain traits on personality, etc.
Observation.
There are certain traits like honesty, punctuality, persistence, truthfulness, etc., which can hardly be measured objectively via tests.
So here, observation is an important technique of measurement.
The observation may be participant observation or non-participant observation for accurate and scientific observation.
One may use observation schedule and other instruments.
Interview.
Interview is a face-to-face interaction between one interviewee and one interviewer or more than one interviewers.
There are certain things which an individual does not want to express, and they can be only assessed through interviews.
The interview schedules may be used and the interviewer, through a better personal support and in congenial atmosphere, can succeed to bring out the inner feelings of the interviewee through carefully planned interviews.
Checklist.
A checklist consists of a series of items which needs response from the respondent.
The presence or absence of an item may be indicated by yes or no, by a right or wrong against the items.
Checklists are popularly employed for appraisal of studies, school buildings, textbooks, outcomes, instructional procedures, etc.
Rating scales.
Psychological traits are relative concepts.
So it is very difficult to make watertight compartments between them.
Sometimes, the degree of a trait is necessary on the part of the rater.
Rating scale is used to evaluate the personal and social conduct of the learner.
We take the opinion of teachers or parents or friends or judges on a particular quality or trait of a pupil along a scale. The rating scale may be of 5 points, 7 points, 9 points or 11 points.
For example, to assess particular trait, we can use a 5-point scale as very good, good, average, below average, and poor.
The trait in question is marked by the judges in any one of the 5 categories. Rating scales can be used to evaluate personality traits, tests, school courses, school practices, and other school programs.